Hey there, Joy of the World, friends and family and newbies stopping by. If you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button down below. It is free as always. Always putting out new content material to tell you what's going on in the environment around you. I'm not telling you what's going to happen to you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm letting you know another perspective, the eye in the sky, so that way you can reroute around traffic jams and issues and conundrums and whatever. And so kind of the conundrum here is there's something going on in your universe. There's an alternate you going on in your universe, one that's kind of out of sorts and not quite so human, one that became adapted, I would say robotic in the sense of doing things out of rote, out of rut, out of preconceived notion that it's efficient and effective. But that's the old day and the old way. Show it out the door, okay? Because the Antique Anatomy Tarot, I love these guys, are hinting at a fantastic tower. So the tower in this deck is one of my favorite towers ever. These scars. How do you turn skulls into scars? So for many of you, it's been being totally impoverished, broken down to the core, devoured down to the nub, taken out your last drop, and you're at the utter rock bottom. But foundation, how do I know? That foundation's being followed up with this suit of rods, where everything was taken from you. You gave everything even. But in this case, the suit of rods coming in, as you can see here, is talking about establishing a foundation. And this foundation is one of beauty. Beauty says this time when we step forward, let's not do alternate forms of you. I'll take this piece of my pie, meaning your zodiac chart. I'll take this little part of myself and go to that event. And, you know, my family appreciates this part of me, because we're always trying to seem to be peacekeepers as opposed to peacemakers. There's a big difference. And it definitely shuts down all form of being a creator, because what we've learned with this new wave that came in, moving out the old era of Earth, where the chart could be divided into pie slices and thinking we'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Well, that leads to karma, that leads to fuggery, that leads to all sorts of things that is not what we want, even though it gives a few things that we do. When we come into this wave of plasma, we are the cup of love, the cup of life in both worlds, heaven on earth, not just the amnios coming in like that, the amniotic fluid when we were in the womb, but also the air coming in this environment, in this atmosphere that we live in, coming in, hugging in close to the ground, totally connecting, okay? So it's talking about moving forward in that foundational beauty of the whole self, your whole chart, that all the things that are fantastic about each area of your placement, even the resting places, the ones that don't have anything in those zodiac signs, they're part of who you are. They're part of your symphony. And so it's wanting to bring in this strength, this connection to yourself, your solid ground. Your foundational principle upon which you build is who you are. And what you keep is the fascinating parts, the parts that interest you, the parts that keep you excited, that cause you to want to wake up in the morning, and trash the rest. Not trashing this piece, but maybe tossing the wrapper of it, okay? And keeping the fundamental basics of what's inside of there. And that leads to the Three of Rods. Now, this could be the ships coming in, but in this case, it is a relationship coming in, a connection. It's going to afford you all forms of connection, almost like a bugle, like a harbinger of an announcement of your arrival, okay? Like when people come into some kingdom fair and the doors part and the person steps forward, they blast the trumpet and they announce your arrival. So that's what's coming in these relationships, because relationship has to do with connection. When heaven comes down to earth, this foundational basis, although this hell you've been through might not seem that good, it's going from there. And we're going to give, what's that song? Scars to your beautiful, so beautiful to your scars is what we should say. So I don't know what this one's called, but we're just gonna get on in here. Who's at the bottom listening? I see you're listening, okay. And that's with wisdom and strength. Elephants are definitely a fortifying symbol. Yep, to relationship partner, gentle gardener. So although you may have felt barren, man or woman, it doesn't matter, run ragged, dragged down, brought to the end of yourself, you know, feeling like everything was lost over stuck in a rut that this is all it was ever going to be, if you kind of limited mindset, we have this card coming in is there are essences of you still around. See these eggs in the grass, and so we're right on time. We're right in the midst of this season. Life, spirit, nature itself having coming down to earth within the region to blow its breath, its awakening blast, its trumpet, to not only awaken your dreams, but to awaken the dreamer. Who's the dreamer? You are, friend. Okay. I love that. That means you're not just going to have the idea. That's why I call it the wave of plasma. Plasma is water and air coming together. It's very much like the amnios going on, and that things thrive in it. Things are created in it. It's not just having the idea, but it's having the promise fulfilled. So I want to get you a moon card on that to get you a little magic going on to bring this forward for you guys. How have you been? I'm glad you stopped by to get this quickie with me, some afternoon delight. Don't be hiding now. What you trying to hide? Or are you just trying to put the seed in? Oh, it's hilarious. We have 2 cards. We have 20 and we have 6. So we're talking about your readiness for relationship connection. And then 6 is the presence of others in the world, the environment around you. Noticing that self-love. But look, it's called beauty. Can you see it? You see the lips, the nose, the eyes. This is your natural beauty, who you were born to be, who you truly are, man or woman. Beauty is being the same on the inside as the outside. Proper balance in your environment, not one that's a working of the mind or having to set the intention or work at it or struggle with it or do any of that. Patience, that type of thing. No, that heaven and earth and that connection is an established energy, foundational. Thinking about it, you don't wake up and wonder, is your house still going to be there when you get home? Is the roof going to be in place? Will the driveway still be there? Is it going to be rocking and swaying, too busy for you to get into? No. Then why should it be any different with this house, with this one right here? Okay, friend. So here's the self-love and the evidence of it. Taking in the full scope of your mind, letting it cast fully through front to back, full consciousness, full awareness, and wholeness within yourself. So I love this for you. Remember, leave your comments and compliments down below. Compliment me, compliment yourself. Leave some dreams, scatter them about those eggs that are ready to hatch with the breath of spirit coming across, because we are here at this channel to liven you up, to celebrate your big, bold, bright, beautiful self, your whole self. No pieces and parts here, baby. We want you alive, large, and in charge. Okay, stop back by. Check out other readings. We are the whole Zodiac. Talk to you real soon. Click that like button now. Thank you, friend. Love ya. Bye.